Good morning, people. Sorry about being late. I think Jacko slept it in, which means I've had to go and set up a stream and OBS, and then I've gone into it. I haven't used it in that long and stuff. I have to reconnect stuff and all. So I do apologise for being late, guys. I do apologise, but here we are now for the watch along. Just let me know if people can hear me, please. That would be absolutely awesome. No bells and whistles today. I'll just have to look at your chat on YouTube and speak to you guys as the game goes along. I do apologise about all this, not being able to bring up the chat and stuff like that. But, you know, this is what happens when you manoeuvre and do things on the fly. But here we go. Tottenham starting with a strong line-up against Chelsea today. If we do win the Sydney Cup, which would be interesting. First trophy under the Derby. First look at Paul Van Hecke this morning as well at right-sided centre-back, playing alongside Ben Davies at left-sided centre-back. Interested to see how Kinski gets on today. You know, I think he's still got a big point to prove with Tottenham fans, doesn't he? Also reports today suggesting Romero has sort of agreed to deal with Inter Milan. He's took a bit of a wage reduction, and we're only getting 32.4 million for him apparently. And then also, who else? Let me think. What else was the news? Oh yeah, Fernandes and Maddison won't be playing any more part in this pre-season tour whatsoever. Injuries already at Tottenham, nothing new there. Got Tonali and Bergvall in midfield. Robertson came on the last game, putting some lovely crosses for us. So it'll be interesting to see how we get on with him this season. Tonali losing out there in midfield. Good pressure though. Good pressure from Tonali. But good morning everyone. Let's welcome a few people in. C4D EUKZA, good to see you. Shem Tam, good to see you as always. DYTI, great to see you as always, my man. Sligo Spurs, good to see you. Hopefully you're keeping well. If you have a VPN, you can watch the game on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Big up, Paul. Good to see you in the building. Winkle, Dark Sun G, Stevie Fraser, Tyler, Polly Cooper, Q7, Brett Lockhead. Great to see you all in the chat. I knew when I saw Jack awake a few hours ago, he was cooked. Well, look, you know, you guys can keep trying to ring him if you want. Honestly, I've rang him about 15 times. He's well and truly passed out. Well and truly passed out. So you're with just your boy today, Dave, so far anyway. Unless Jack maybe wakes up for half time of that. But look, if Tyler already or Stevie in the chat want to keep ringing him, feel free. Matisse Tal, well held. Moves it on to Van Hecke. I need to come up with a song for him, guys. So if you want to help me out with that in the chat, that'd be awesome. Tonali tries to feed it through to Conor Gallagher. I'll tell you what, Conor Gallagher's been extremely disappointing this pre-season. He's done absolutely nothing. Robertson. Back to Benjamin. Benjamin moves it across to Van Hecke. By the way, if my sister's watching, shout out. Happy birthday to you. I will be over later on with your present and for some cake, of course. Van Hecke into Tonali. It's a bit loose here from Tottenham Hotspur. Gifted it back to Chelsea, and to be honest, we're just not like to put a load of pressure on us. But we are struggling to get out here at the minute. Van Hecke gives away the free kick, already riled up, screaming a shout at the referee. Chelsea player rolling around on the ground like a big baby there, arm over the head, barely touched. You know the way the modern game goes. Oh, great challenge. Stevie Fraser says the pitch is so cooked. William Webb, big up Dave. Hopefully they play young William Barnett in the second half against tougher competition. Well, I think a report did come out, didn't it, suggesting that, you know, or De Zerbi saying that he's working with 3 or 4 of the youngsters, the likes of Hardy, Williams Barnett, Mikey Moore, I think he name-checked as well. It's a deep one to the back post. I think Chelsea got their head on it first. Ben Davies not the most convincing there, but it's gone out for a Tottenham goal kick. Xavi Alonso screaming on the touchline there. Come on. We need the Zerbi ball to rock Chelsea here. Bergvall moves it on to Van Hecke. Now where's the out ball from here? Goes down the line. Archie Gray. Captains the side today, by the way, Archie Gray. He's had a good pre-season, to be fair. Robertson screaming at Bergvall, or was it Van Hecke, to move the ball quickly. He didn't. Now it's Bergvall. Back to Kinski. Kinski moves it on to Davies. Can he take one touch and move it to Robertson? Not very accurate. My God, the guy is absolutely fucking useless. I can't wait to see the back of him in a Spurs jersey. It's a simple pass down the line and he cannot execute it. Well done, Archie. Getting stuck in there. Robertson. Back to Davies. Davies on to Robertson. Good to see we're starting to put out a bit more of a stronger lineup. But it'll be interesting to see how it gets on against Chelsea today, because we've come up against not great opposition and we've looked half decent. You know, of course, the lack of input is concerning, and so far it's coming to rear its own head. We can't even get out of our own half here with some passing. Matisse Tal on the press. Let's see if Jackal's walking up, yeah. He'd probably go mad because I've used his stream that he put up on YouTube. I like De Zerbi's words coming into this game. You know, when it's up against Chelsea, it's never friendly. I did like that from De Zerbi. Let's get back to the chat here. Where was I? Big up Aussie Ange, good to see you. Tartan Spurs, good to see you. Hopefully you're keeping well. Big up Dave, my man. Hope all is well. Mr. Moody Man says, Dave, I'm a bit quiet. Is everyone else struggling to hear me out there, guys? Please do let me know. I have continuous troubles with my mic and my mic box. William Webb says, a strong Chelsea side. Ribsy says, well, I guess we can just clump them. That's an option. Exactly, Ribsy. Just keep clattering them. You know, get stuck in on them. Just like Conor Gallagher has done there. Honestly, if the mic goes wrong, I don't know how to fix it, guys, to be brutally honest with you. We'll be in a bit of trouble there. Dave's mic. Everyone's sitting there. No, Dave, don't adjust any settings, Dave. Don't you dare touch them. Honestly, we haven't even got out of our own half yet. We're struggling here now. And these are the senior players, by the way. It's concerning. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Neighbours are sitting down there. Please, Dave, not today. Shut up. It's a deep ball in by Chelsea towards the back post. Ben Davies gets underneath again, but it's gone all the way out for a goal kick here to Tottenham. And Chelsea players are screaming at the line. They look like they're about to break down and cry. Q7, it's fine for me. Big up, Q. Good to see you, my man. May play each other on some clubs or something, or FIFA actually soon. Killian Kenny, good to see you. Tyler says audio is good. Thank you very much. We've got Rabbi in the house. Gallagher trying to show his allegiance to us over Chelsea. I guess with that challenge, well, you're hoping so. Really do appreciate everyone tuning in, by the way. I know it's a bit different when either myself or Jack are on our own. It's not as good. Or Jesus Christ, that liner. Someone needs to take him to the barbers. The sad thing is he's probably already just out of the barbers. He's already been. But I really do appreciate you sticking by me and showing some support. I know it's not as good as on its own or as polished or that, you know. But really do appreciate the support. Ben Davies comes across, wins that. 11 minutes in, still waiting to see us with a bit of possession here. Ben just making sure his hair is still in place. Chelsea throw in. Solanke trying to get on the press. Do you know what? He has to be one of the most disappointing signings I've ever seen in a Tottenham jersey. Solomon on the press. Oh, it's too easy. Just gets taken on too easy. I think, didn't they win 6-4 or something like that? Wasn't it 6-4 in their previous friendly game to get to this cup final here? Bergvall, Archie. Moving across to Kinski. Jesus Christ, all that is one pass to Kinski and we're out the other side. But we're trying to work it down. It's gone out for a Chelsea throw. Jesus Christ. Why are Gray and Van Hecke playing in that corner? All you have to do is move Van Hecke out the way. Kinski, or Gray to Kinski. Kinski out to the left-hand side. We're out. Oh, Van Hecke. Not good challenge. Chelsea on the edge of the box here. Matisse Tal picks it up. turns into traffic and gives away the ball. Yeah. Someone put in a challenge. Well done, Gallagher. Gallagher into Tal. Tal back to Robertson. Gets it under control. Calms it down a little bit. Moves it on to Ben Davies. Of course, he has to take 15 hours on the ball. Free kick. Whenever we get the ball, Chelsea are on us 2-3 at a time, blocking off passing lanes. We're just struggling to get out. Yet when they get the ball, we can't get near them at the moment. On to Kinski. But take your time, slow it down, bring people in, and pick a pass. That's what you're supposed to be brilliant at. Pings one out to Anthony Robertson. Right to his feet. What a pass. Matisse Tal. He's being absolutely gripped up, ref. It's not Saturday evening. It's Saturday morning. It shouldn't be allowed to happen right now. Oh, someone take him out the fuck. That's it, Van Hecke. About time. How many people are watching them play through us there? Van Hecke just comes across and cleans him out. (6-4), yeah, they did win 6-4, and we won 4-3 down after 79 minutes. Brett Lockhead says 2026 and Davies is still playing for us. What a farce! I know, it's mind-boggling that. But you know, if I could get everyone here to smash a like button, you know, like I said, I am on my own, so I am gonna rely on you guys in the chat here for conversation. You know, just to sort of keep the stream going, keep myself going. So, you know, there's no better time than now. If you've ever wanted to know more about the big dog, you know, get your questions in the comments, and I will try and answer as many as possible. Big up William Webb, or Stephen Webb, sorry. Good to see you. And big up Kevin Salisbury. Good to see you as well. Hopefully you're all keeping well out there, guys. Any questions, Tottenham questions, get them in. Ty says, I know it's pre-season, but this is not getting me excited for the new season. And look, everyone has their own idea of what pre-season is used for and stuff like that. Now, it's clear to see that this pre-season under the Zerbi has been more of a shop window. Some of the youngsters, some of the players on the peripheries of the squad, and that's what seems to primarily be used for. We haven't really seen our starting 11 out there all together, really, to be brutally honest with you. So it's hard to judge to a certain degree, but Matisse Tal is going to start games for us. Richarlison will start if he's here. Solanke will start as well if he's here. None of them have produced anything going forward this pre-season. We've just relied on a couple of screamers, to be brutally honest with you. It's been quite disappointing and quite concerning in the attacking phase, because, look, Tyler, you know where I'm at. We can sit here and brush it off as pre-season. It's what many people done under Thomas the Wank Engine last year. You know, we could barely break teams down, barely fashion a chance, relied on a couple of set pieces at times, or Papa Matasar halfway line goal, you know, and it gassed people up going into the season. But the warning signs were there pre-season. You were struggling to break down teams, and look how it panned out all season long. Barely fashion any chances. Here we go, though. Mana Solomon in some good space. What can he do here? He stands him up, lays it off. It's a good strike. Ah! Sandro Tonali! Tonali! Can you hear us calling out your name? From the shelf side to the park lane, we'll always adore you in lily white and blue. Oh, Sandro Tonali, the Tottenham fans love you. Oh, we'll follow you everywhere. Solomon picks it up, calms it down, stands the defender up, waits for Gallagher to commit the run, pulls it back to Tonali, and it's a beautiful strike. I actually think it's deflected, but we will take it. It's just a lovely layoff, just strikes it so elegantly. Who's that boss in our midfield? It's Sandro Tonali. Sandro Tonali. Sandro Tonali, can you hear us call your name? From the shelf side to the park lane, we'll always adore you in lily white and blue. Oh, Sandro Tonali, the Tottenham fans love you. Come on! Who's that boss in our midfield? It's Sandro Tonali. Tyler says Solomon assist. Paul Dawson says up the Spurs. Let's go. Big up J-Mac. Good to see you. Always a trusted lieutenant here. Polly Cooper, love your singing, Dave. To be honest with you, Polly, I think you're the only one out there that's actually enjoying my singing. I know my girlfriend isn't, and I know my neighbours isn't. That's for sure. Rabbi says, I was so pissed when Tonali went to Newcastle. Thought he'd be great for us, but now here he is. So was I, Rabbi. You know, he's a player that I've actually admired for a long, long time. I remember when he was a sort of relative unknown in Serie A. I remember saying to Jack, you know, this is the guy we need to go after. Passing range exceptional. You know, we need that sort of guy in midfield that's going to dictate tempo and sort of just when the ball comes into him, just not lose it. You know, so I'm absolutely delighted we've got him. Who's that boss in our midfield? It's Sandro Tonali. Sandro Tonali. What a Saturday morning to be alive. Sandro Tonali scoring his first goal for the Tottenham Hotspur. Let's go. Now we can just settle down. We've a good chance of winning our first trophy here under Roberto De Zerbi. Benjamin Davies moves it into Robertson. Robertson with a heavy touch. And it's a shit ball back to Davies, but it's gone out for a Tottenham throw-in. Can you hear us calling out your name? From the shell side to the park lane, we'll always adore you in lily white and blue. Oh, Sandro Tonali, the Spurs fans love you. Ooh, ah. Go on, Matisse Tal, on the bike, son. Can he win it? Oh, unlucky. Just gets bodied there, Matisse Tal. So close to turning it over and getting Spurs on another attack here. Oh, Jesus. Everyone's screaming, Dave, change your score. Well, here we go. Tottenham are 1-0 to the good. Actually, is my scoreboard working? Yes, it is. Got something right this morning. Let's go. Oh, we're so back. Tottenham are back, baby. So good. Life is good when Tottenham are playing. Solanke on the press and the goalkeeper. Bergvall up as well. Bergvall turns it over. Oh, Conor Gallagher just couldn't dig it out. The Chelsea midfielder done very well there. Chelsea now on the quick counter-attack. Van Hecke caught forward here, out of position. He's running at Archie Gray. Archie Gray stands him up lovely. Allows Van Hecke time to get back, but it doesn't matter. It's back post defending. And Robertson just gets absolutely done on the back post there. Far fucking too easy. Archie Gray, he holds it up, but he doesn't really do anything to really stop the cross. Same with Van Hecke, who gets back to double up with him. Just allows the cross to the back post. And Andy Robertson, he hasn't exactly covered himself in glory there. It's actually pretty weak defending here at the back post. It's not like he's up against a big, strong guy either. Bergvall just loses the ball up the other end. Chelsea just counter-attack. Archie Gray does actually well here to sort of hold him up, not allow the pass on the inside. But when Van Hecke gets there to double up with him, none of them get out and stop the cross. Ben Davies then tries to deal with it, ends up flicking it on. Robertson then gets sort of caught in no man's land. But just look at Van Hecke here. It's actually really poor. Gray has done well to stand him up. Look, Van Hecke. There you go. Arms behind the back. Go on, get the cross in. You've got to stop crosses at this level. I keep speaking about it all the time. Get out and stop crosses. I don't understand why you would just allow someone to go, there you are, put a ball into the box there. Surely the whole idea of a defender is to get out there and stop the ball from getting into the box and stopping goals. So why is Van Hecke just standing off with his hands behind his back going, cross the fucking ball? Give him an invitation, why don't you? Now look, of course, it's his first game back. But that better not be a trait I continue to see on into the season. And I have to change my scoreboard again. Fuck me, I was enjoying life there for like 30 seconds. Ben Davies down the line. Well, that's Saturday morning over now, guys. Rabbi says incredibly weak by Johnson. J-Max is far too easy. I think far too easy, just allowed him to play all the way through. Ribsy says awful. Absolutely, Ribsy. By the way, how are you, the young lad and the wife, Ribsy? Let me know. Stefan Blois changed the score, bro. Yeah, I just done it, my man. I just done it, fuck's sake. And then we've got Rising Tide as well. Morning, Dave. Good to see you. Hopefully you're keeping well. Chelsea are not good defensively. If you can get at them, there's goals. Well, hopefully, J-Mac. Hopefully we can get at them and score a few more. We've got the Maku Raven. Can you predict Manchester? Honestly, Man United. We're talking about it's a Spurs stream. From Indonesia, good to see you. Brett Lockhead, all this about Savinho, but how good has Solomon been? Good squad option. And then Q7, it's more than likely be EAFC 27 now, mate, which will more than likely be a copy and paste of 26. Honestly, how long the servers were down for clubs was absolutely a joke. Q7. Down for about 3-4 weeks there nearly. I mean, the boys were shaking, getting more draw symptoms, waiting for it to come back. Oh, well, won by Tonali. Moves it on to Gallagher, onto Matisse Tal. And the ref stops play for a Chelsea player rolling around on the fucking ground. Jesus Christ. I think it's Levi Colwell. But yeah, they really need to improve EA 26. Because the problem is, right, EA 26 came out. It was a good game. And then all of a sudden, when they start bringing in World Player of the Year cards and all these souped up hyper fucking cards, they have to adapt the game to for them cards. And it just absolutely ruins it. Just ruins it. It's madness. Hopefully 27 is a much better game. But you see the prices they're charging. You can now get pre-order, and then there's like Super Deluxe pre-order, where it's like fucking 150 quid. It's absolutely madness. I'm not paying that. Messi, good to see you. That was a foul on Bergvall, though. Yeah, potentially, Jerome, to be fair. But, to be honest with you, that guy's weak. I don't know how many times I've watched him just being thrown off the ball and losing possession like that. To be honest with you. Honestly, I think Bergvall's a player that's just regressing here in his time at Tottenham Hotspur. To be brutally honest with you. Solomon does really well there, though. Just a lovely layoff pass as well. Tonali strikes it. Get a bit of luck with the deflection, but, I mean, look, you got to take it, don't you? Let's check the phone and see if Jacko's walking up, yeah. I'd say Jacko will be surprised he even managed to get this stream together. He knows how bad I am with all the computer stuff and all. Say, when he wakes up, he'll be like, jeez, they've actually got something together. Fucking hell. By the way, I do apologise about the swearing. I know it's only midday on a Saturday, but to be honest with you, it's just the way I am. I can't help it, you know. This isn't me just swearing for the sake of swearing. It's just in my vocab. Davies onto Bergvall. I'm surprised you can see through all that hair. Moves it on to Solomon. Back to the bouncing hair of Bergvall. Tonali, back to Bergvall. Bergvall, forward. Moves it back to Van Hecke. Gallagher with a good layoff there to Tonali. All the way back to Kinski. Oh no, he puts Ben Davies under pressure here. Jesus Christ. Gallagher done well to get that under control. Well done, Gallagher. Tonali. Good ball into Matisse Tal. Matisse Tal running through the middle here with space. Moves it on to Solomon. It's a bit behind him. Solomon moves it on to Archie. Bergvall. Onto Davies. Into Van Hecke's feet. Van Hecke out to Archie. A lot of passing here from Tottenham, but none of it penetrating here. Oh my God, we're getting in each other's way now. Honestly, the passing is shit in the final third. Aye. Sandro Tonali dropping deep now to get on the ball. There's no point in dropping deep and moving the ball onto the centre-back, though, to be fair. That annoys me. Van Hecke into Solomon's feet. Solomon looking to come through the middle here. Moves it back to Tonali. Tonali moves the ball on out to Robertson. Tonali now acting like the quarterback in the midfield. Matisse Tal. Ben Davies. Spurs have... Oh, my Lord. It's a sloppy control. And we're back under pressure again. Please, can we get rid of the guy? Please. I'm sick of it. Donate him to charity or something. Robertson. Gallagher. Oh, my God. The guy... The way he moves, he just doesn't move like an athlete right now. God, we need some craft and guile in the final third. Chelsea just playing out with ease. Cole Palmer moves the ball on out wide. Archie Gray does well to deal with it. Well done, Archie. God, we are so awful in possession, aren't we, guys? Like we're good at like keeping the ball, but it's all just easy passes across the back line, side to side. But like, there's no one with any sort of creative pass that could pump one through the middle into feet or in behind, put one over the full back for their own running winger. Nothing like that at this moment in time. It's all just predictable across the back line. Any team can do that. Any team can do that. Show me some some guile. Show me some craft, some creativity, some je ne sais quoi. Get me excited. Long ball. Oh my God, Van Hecke. He's looking like the new Ben Davies right now, the way he's playing. Honestly. Oh my Lord. He's actually playing like Borgval. Moves similar, everything. Shem Tam says, not swearing when you're watching Spurs. It's called expressing your dissatisfaction. Look, do you know what it is, right? I'm one of them. I don't just sit there and go, oh, it's about fitness and this. If I see an issue, you know me, I'm the first one to sort of flag it and stuff. And it's just, I see a pattern that's going to continue on into the season unless we bring in a couple more players in the forward end. It's not me being negative. It's just me pointing out a problem. Now, maybe like I want to grow quicker than maybe what we actually can in terms of trying to get right back up there and stuff like that. Maybe it's just a step too far this season. Maybe it's on me to sort of temper my expectations a little bit. 17th inside the top four. It's a massive step, but it can be done. You know, maybe that's where I'm at, and maybe it's just not progressing as quickly as I would like. Maybe that's on me, but it's just a bit annoying. Oh my God, Gallagher! Jesus Christ! Nearly leaves it short into Cole Palmer's feet, running at Ben Davies. What is wrong with Gallagher? There we go. Ah, ref. Oh, well done, Solomon. Stick with it. Stick with it. Oh, here we go. Matisse Tell runs on. Oh, he balloons it. It was a sloppy pass from Chelsea across the back line. Was rolling lovely to Matisse Tell. Runs onto it, tries to bend it in, and absolutely skies it. Solomon, though, credit, got straight back up, never gave up, kept the pressure on, forced the mistake. Matisse Tell goes for the side footer and just gets underneath it, doesn't he? He's leaning back when he's striking it. They always say, get over the ball. You want to keep the ball down, you get over it. If you want to get height on it, you lean back. Stark watching Spurs just brings it out of you. That's true. That's so true. Tyler says this is shocking from Jack. Can't believe it. Nah, look, to be fair, you know, Jack actually never really misses a stream. Actually, rarely ever, to be fair. He's probably done more on this channel than what I have, to be brutally honest with you. So we're not going to get on his back. You know, at the end of the day, it happens. You know, I was late the other day when I woke up. Now, that was just for me setting poor, you know, me alarm at the wrong time. I thought kickoff was 4:30, not 4 o'clock and that. But let's not get on Jack's back now, Tyler. He's allowed some beauty sleep. There's a reason why he's got some luscious long hair and, you know, all the women are after him. You know, it's because he gets his beauty sleep. Van Hecke. He's supposed to have a wonderful range of passing. Let's see it here. There we go. Carries it. Moves it on to Archie Gray. Archie Gray into the final third. Puts the ball into absolutely nobody. Gallagher tries to pick it up. Matisse Tell lays it off. Robertson, get down out wide and put it in. Onto Matisse Tell. Matisse Tell drawing in two Chelsea players here. If he can... Oh! Beats both of them. And then just gets shoved over. Off balance. And what is Conor Gallagher doing? He's injured. The ball's around him and he's just fixing his socks and fucking his hair and everything else. I don't know what's going on with him. He has to be the biggest waste of 40 million I've ever seen, Gallagher. Honestly, and he's just gone down injured now. Matisse Tell initially does well here to jink his way through. It's lovely. Just poor. Do you know what it is? Just when he goes to strike the ball, and when you go to strike the ball, you're slightly off balance, and that's when the pressure then leans in, or the defender then puts the pressure on you, leans into you, and it sort of knocks you over with ease, to be fair. Nothing really Matisse Tal could do there. Yeah, that's fair, Tyler, that's fair. Don't tell artists. Paul, morning Dave, how are we playing? Is it starting to look like we can win some Premier League games? Not going forward, it's not, I'm telling you now. All that's actually changed right now is how we approach the game and the build-up play from the back into the midfield. Up front, nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing. That goal is such a dampener though as well. It's one that's easy avoidable. I was sitting here having a whale of a time on a Saturday, early Saturday, do the watch long, go over spend some time with my sister. Would have been a great day. Tonali scored his debut goal against Chelsea. Brilliant. And now we've ruined it. And that's poor from Anthony Robertson trying to play out from the back. And Chelsea are in. Ben Davies comes across, puts on good pressure. And he ends up missing the chance there. But that is poor from Anthony Robertson. I'll be honest. Our two new signings across the back line have not really, shall we say, excelled so far today. Van Hecke looks like Ben is playing between Bergwijn and Ben Davies. And Robertson has just been poor there. And poor defending the goal at the back post as well. Kinski goes long to absolutely fucking nobody. He just pumps it straight down the middle back to Chelsea. What are we doing here? Oh, now Gallagher's fine. Now Gallagher wants to make up ground. Ben. Good ball. Gallagher. Gets it under control. Moves it on to Matisse Tal. Matisse, you got to do better than that. If there's nothing on going backwards, your job as a winger is to take him on. Now go at him. Honestly, is it just me out there, guys? Or does it actually bug you how much forward players go backwards now, considering their job is to get the ball into them and that for them to actually provide the creativity, the spark, you know, or a chance? Does it annoy anyone else how much they go backwards nowadays? Look at the space Matisse Tal has here. Backwards, sideways. Like, fuck me. You've so much space. Get on the ball. Run at him. Every time you get the ball, run at him. Gray. Tries to put it in behind for Solomon. Again, it's just another piss-poor, sloppy pass from Tottenham. Another piss-poor giveaway. Van Hecke picks it up, though. He's marauding forward. Don't get any ideas to shoot. Moves it on to Solomon. Solomon back to Bergwijn. If we can move this quickly. On to Tonali. Right, Tonali. Let's see what you've got. Moves it on sideways to Robertson. Robertson to Matisse Tal. He's got space here. Will he actually run at the guy for once? Moves it backwards. Backwards, backwards, backwards. Conor Gallagher moves it backwards to Tonali. Bit of space here now for Gallagher. Robertson. Backwards. Oh, my God. It bugs me. Safe passing is the easiest thing to do in the world. It bugs me. Bergwijn. Solanke. I'm not sure what kind of flick that was, but I'll take it. Solomon. Tonali. Backwards, backwards. Bergwijn. There we go. Moves the ball forward. Into Gray's feet. Onto Solomon, who drops deep. Van Hecke. Moves it across to Robertson. Let me guess. Out to Matisse Tal. Backwards again. Oh, now he actually... No. Ah, he's gone backwards. I was right. Bingo. Dave, you win a prize. Fucking play forward. It's your job. Van Hecke. Robertson. Into Matisse Tal. Let's wait and see what he does. Goes forward. Puts a good ball backwards. Robertson can't get it under control. Bergwijn trying to make a nuisance of himself in there. And Chelsea clear. Tell is slowly improving. Look, Tell is actually a player that I've actually sort of warmed to like, to be brutally honest with you. You know, I didn't get on the hype train when he first arrived because I knew he wasn't that guy in the forward line that was going to bring that clinical nature that we badly needed. Saying that, though, he's after working his way through here. Matisse Tal, lovely feet work. Oh, it does him again. Oh, whoa. That is absolutely quality play from Matisse Tal. That's more like it. Didn't look like he had anywhere to go there. And this is the time he picks to run forward and run at players. And he absolutely destroys them. 1, 2, 3. Get out my fucking way. Bosh. Hold him off. Cut inside. Cut on the outside. Keeper's out quickly to stop him there. Well done from Matisse Tal. But yeah. You know, and look, I really was unhappy with his Super Cup performance at the start of last year. I thought he was brought on to provide energy and legs and done absolutely fuck all. But over the course of the season, he's one that I've warmed to. He's one that I do think is slowly improving, to be fair. Sandro Tonali with the corner kick here. Let's see what my wizard can deliver. He's gone for goal. He's gone for goal. What are you doing, Sandro? So, big up Coastal Cruise. Paul says, so as we knew, we need attackers and fast. Hopefully it happens quickly next week. Well, there's a lot of talk about Cody Gakpo today. Let me know how you guys feel about that in the comments. For me, I'm not sold on Gakpo whatsoever. As you know, I've always said, a lot of people around me are Liverpool fans. You know, friends and family, or friends and brother-in-law, sorry. Should I make him my family if he's a Liverpool fan? Let me know in the comments. But you know, and none of them really rate him, to be brutally honest with you. They all say he's greedy. Not a lot of quality there. You all get really annoyed with Gakpo, actually. 39 minutes in. 1-1. Let's get back to the comments. Tonali had the give and go. Why is he going back? Absolutely spot on. Ribsy says, come on, Tell, looking slick, mate. Rabbi, Tell is definitely starting to show some class. Jerome says, Tell has been good so far. I don't know. To be honest, I can't really say any of the forward players have been exceptional. You know, I just find the amount of times to go backwards quite underwhelming, to be brutally honest with you, Jerome. But, you know, in fairness to Tell, when he does go, he does provide a bit of spark. Nearly gives away a poor back pass there. Ben Davies mops it up. But look, Tell has come a long way, you know, under me. He's a player that I've really started to warm to. And look, you can clearly see the talent there, right? He's got quick feet. You know, even the move he done there in the last game, the way he just manipulated the ball between the left and the right and he's gone. It was giving me flashbacks of my youth. You know, that stuff I used to be able to do. Boom, boom, gone. You know, so quick, explosive. Love to see that from Matisse Tell. I'm probably just getting greedy. I just want to see it on a more regular basis. You've got the skill, you've got the pace. End product is still questionable. So when you get the ball, go at the fullback. Give him a fucking awful day. Go, go, go. Skin him. Van Hecke. Honestly, if I was manager, my wingers would be absolutely tired. Because I'd say every time, oh, good lay down. Solanke moves like a fucking truck. Tonali. Back out to Solomon. Lucas. Runs into an alley. Puts across, goes all the way out to Matisse Tal. And Matisse Tal tries to flick it into Gallagher. Doesn't work out. Cole Palmer under pressure here. Matisse Tal picks it up. Can't be offside. Moves it on to Ben Davies. Ben Davies puts it across. And Solanke, believe it or not, rather than actually try to get on the ball, he's too busy pushing someone else in the back. What is wrong with the donkey? What is wrong with him? Seriously. Seriously. He's more worried about wrestling in the box than worried about where the ball's going to go and how he can tap it home. Embarrassing. I'm sick of the guy up front. I'm absolutely sick of him. Here we go, though. Good turnover from Tottenham. Tonali, good ball back out to Bergvall. Cheeky from Bergvall to Archie Gray. Archie Gray puts in a cross, and again, Solanke just doesn't give anyone a target. He's just standing there at the near post. When Gray's got the ball there, make a run where you think he can find you. He just stands there. This time it's a ball over the top. Solanke, keeper comes out and punches it. Tottenham throw in. I have real issues with Solanke up front. Emily telling everyone not to forget to like, subscribe, and also send in your support for us, guys. Super chats, memberships, whatever you'd like to do. Hype the stream, like it, subscribe to it, whatever you'd like to do. Make love to it if that's what you want to do. I know it's still, you know, Friday evening for some of you guys. 627, Tell is a young player that has ability. Clearly, we just have to hope the experience under Roberto De Zerbi will help with his decision making and end product. Yep, absolutely, you are hoping that. You're hoping as well, working on patterns of play and stuff like that, it will also sort of help. Because what ultimately, right, you know, a manager can sit there and work with something on a guy in training. Composure, take your time, technique, you know, stuff like that. But ultimately, in a match game, you know, a lot of players, when a chance presents itself, they get excited and usually end up fluffing their lines. That's what makes the best finishers the best finishers, because routinely they don't get excited, they don't pre-ejaculate themselves. You know, they sort of take their time, remember all what they're supposed to do in their moments, and finish on the regular. That's what makes the best players in the final third, players that can do that. Sort of it all calms down in their mind and stuff. Where I think, you know, De Zerbi could help Matisse Tell is sort of like when you're here, these are your only two options, one or the other, if you know what I mean, and sort of limit what goes through his head at times. Gallagher, Van Hecke, all the way back to Kinchke. Oh, get a quick nicotine hit. This shit is stressful. Solanke moves it on out to Robertson. Robertson, good ball into Gallagher. Can he? Oh, that's a penalty. He's absolutely clean, Gallagher, ref. He's absolutely cleaned him. Guys, how was the ref not giving that? Oh, unlucky Bergval. Guys, how was the referee not giving that? He's absolutely come through Conor Gallagher there. That's shocking. It's absolutely shocking call from the referee. Half time here, guys. Half time, so please get your engage with me through this half time. Help me get through it. I don't just want to be sitting here screaming and shouting and talking to you down the camera lens. Ideally, I want you guys to engage with me. So let's get the conversation flowing. Put in things you would like me to talk about. Keep Twitter open just to get alerted for any halftime changes or stuff like that. So I'm just going to open that, guys. See, it's a learning curve for you guys as well. You can sort of learn how we sort of do things around here and stuff that we need to do. So, guys, please get in your comments in the comment section. Give me your thoughts on that first half. It is 1-1 here. Ribsy says, welcome to Australian refs. No idea whatsoever. I mean, he's absolutely come through Gallagher. It's actually a good ball in by Anthony Robertson. Gallagher gets it under control. The Chelsea players come through the back of him, kick behind him, upended him. Seen him do a 360 spin in the air. And the referee goes, play on. Honestly, Ribsy, did you take this guy from the Aussie rules, from the AFL, to referee this game, where it's different rules altogether? It's embarrassing from him on his behalf. But big up, Ribsy. Stack, ref stitching Tottenham up as per usual. Yeah, nothing new there. Dean Glover says, really impressed with the midfield. Do you know what? The midfield, even Bergval has actually been alright today, to be fair. Gallagher has been a bit hit and miss for me, to be brutally honest with you. Jerome, really appreciate the super chat, my man. Now, I did say at the start of the stream, Jerome, you know, me and Jack were supposed to do this. Jack is at home getting his beauty sleep. You know, it's probably part of his, what the women call it, when they do face masks and all that. They're sort of, I don't know what they call it. Beauty regime. You know, I think sleep is a part of Jack's beauty regime, so he has to make sure he gets his 8 hours. But Jerome, so then I've had to do an emergency put together here just to get it up and running. Then I opened up OBS, realised it's not connected anymore to the YouTube, and I'm useless with all this stuff, so it may as well be putting up all this stuff in Mandarin towards me. So I went and used AI, got it all fixed and sorted, so here we are. But didn't get time to pop out the chat and make sure that's all working and stuff like that, because the game was just about to kick off. So I'm just going to read it from YouTube, and we're going to address it here. So apologise about that, Jerome, but hopefully you can forgive me, my man. He says, Have to say, that is absolutely sickening to hear the vile things Chelsea fans are saying to Solomon just because of his religion. Yeah, look, you know where I stand, Jerome. Like, at the end of the day, it's not the normal people that are doing the harm or the good. It's always the elite, or the people in power and stuff like that. Me, I just wish politics and football stayed separate. I think football has sort of been infiltrated by politics a lot, and the reason why is because they look at football and go, well, it already brings such a diverse background of people already together. We can use that to spread our messaging, and that's what's happening here in the game. To the point sometimes it overshadows a lot of things and stuff like that. But look, everyone has their own personal preference. It's just, look, we're living in a day and age where you just think people would start to be kind and nice to each other as best as they can. Of course, everyone, sometimes gets upset and stuff. Polly Cooper, Dave, love Sabutio pitch hanging up behind you, class. No, it's not. It's just, honestly, it's just a green screen. It's just, I thought I was buying a green screen. Well, it is actually a green screen. Yeah, it's a green screen. That's what it is. Big up, Polly. We've got Alan Leslie in the house, member for 25 months. Really appreciate support, Alan. Hopefully you are keeping well, my man. Good to see you. He says, morning all. Robertson needs wing mirrors. Yeah. To be fair, though, what I will say is he put in a good cross there at the end of this half, and when he came on against Sydney, he put in a couple of delicious crosses from that left-hand side, and that is maybe where Destiny Udogie has lacked for Tottenham. Like, with Destiny Udogie, he's strong, he's fast, and defensively he's really good. But in possession, technically wise, it's an area he really needs to improve, because watching Destiny Udogie here in his time at Tottenham, the guy has actually found himself in some real good positions in the final third. At times where you're thinking, pull the trigger, back yourself, have a shot. He ends up taking the wrong option, trying to force a cross or that. And I really noticed it last year against Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. We couldn't get Matisse Tell into the game down the left-hand side, because anytime he tried to link up with Udogie would misplace a pass, give it away, turn backwards. And often when he gets into the final third, I don't think Udogie's crossing is great either. So I really do think that is an area where he really needs to work on. And actually, an area you could, if we were doing things right at Tottenham, if I was a coach, go and speak to Anthony Robertson. Look what Robertson done. This is the area you need to improve. You can learn off this guy. That's what I would be saying to Destiny Udogie if I was in and around that Tottenham setup. You are a very good player, but you're nowhere near the finished article, and this is the area you need to improve. So let's focus on that, and let's work on that with you. That would be my ideal thing for Destiny Udogie with Anthony Robertson. Any changes so far? Absolutely nothing, so we'll just get into the chat. By the way, guys, how happy are we with Sandro Tonali scoring his first goal for Tottenham Hotspur? I know it was deflected, but we got to take what we can get at Tottenham when we are starved of goals. RST says, where are you at, Jack? I did my part. Do you know what? Even you typing that, I'd say Jack's asleep right now and he can feel it, Artist, and he's starting to wake up now. I bet you. We've got Q7 Gakpo. His positive is also his negative. I feel as if he is a goal threat for sure, but I want to always score. Makes him pretty selfish and predictable at times. And exactly, that's a lot of the problems with Liverpool fans when it comes to Cody Gakpo, actually, my man, is that they do find them very, very selfish. Look, don't get me wrong. I mean, wanting to score is a great thing to possess, right? Because it means you're hungry. You're always trying to put yourself in the right positions. But sometimes it's not always on for you to score. But you've sort of drawn players towards you, moving on into space where someone else is in a better position. And that's where I get disappointed by Cody Gakpo. In fact, I often think when I look at his game, he takes on a lot of stupid shots, to a large degree as well. I think his decision-making is pretty poor in that regard, Q7. Who else have we got here? Mr. T, good evening, Dave. What's your thoughts on the game? I think we look a bit slow moving the ball up the park. Mr. T, look, again, I think it's the same thing we've seen for the majority of pre-season. Look, I think the first 10-15 minutes, we actually really struggled to try and get out of our own half. And what concerns me in that regard is all Chelsea kind of done was just put a block of bodies up in our half, but they didn't actually really intently press. Some of it was just sloppy passing out from the back. That sort of was our undoing to a certain degree. But I think we've seen, again, in this half, what we've largely seen all pre-season long. We can calm the ball down out of the back. We can get it under control. We can move it out from the back into the midfield, out to the fullbacks, into the wingers' feet. But often it just comes back and it's recycled. And this is where I think Spurs fans worry and and this is where I think it's going to get a bit boring. I remember, and I don't want to keep bringing up his name because he's long gone, but I can't reference it to the Poch team because Poch had class players that could unlock the door. So the only other one I can sort of really compare it to was Postecoglou. Under Postecoglou, a lot of times, I remember a lot of games, we would move the ball from side to side. There was no end product, and it became pretty boring, pretty routine, and pretty monotonous very quickly to Tottenham fans. It's like, yeah, we've got all this possession, but what are we doing with it? I mean, you don't have damn players in the final third that confident, that want to take the ball, that want to go and make something happen. This is what it looks like, and this is what we've seen all pre-season. MK Dons, Sydney, good passing out. As soon as it gets into the final third, nothing. We lack creativity. We lack a bit of class. We lack a bit of technical ability, poor decision making, and that's just the way it's been all pre-season. It's going to continue. The players that we've currently got have shown they haven't been the answer the last number of years. Large reason why we've been down in 17, because when you're playing against quality week in, week out, they can't raise their game to that level. So while we're looking for them to do the same thing again, we need to get the players in the forward line quick. There's only so much De Zerbi can do. De Zerbi can bring the tactics, the style of play, ideally how he wants to play, the principles, the discipline, the motivation, everything else. But he needs that quality to be able to make his tactics become really, really effective. There's no point of us controlling games. Sloppy pass, get the ball turned over, a team pick up a set piece or a deflected effort, and all of a sudden we're 1-0 down. When we're on top of games, we have to have the ability to put teams to bed, to punish them. And for the amount of possession we have, it's, of my opinion, we don't actually test the back line as regularly as we should, or even their goalkeeper as regularly as we should. And that's where my concern is heading into the season. Everything has changed out from the back, bar the forward line. So big up on that, Mr. T. That's where I'm at with that. Brett Lockhead says, Solanke needs to go. Useless. Do you agree, Dave? Look, when we first signed Dominic Solanke, I think it was probably actually one of the first players me and Jack were maybe at a small bit of a disagreement with. Whereas I was sort of very harsh off the bat. I questioned the signing. I was like, but this is the guy to come in and fill Harry Kane's boots. He's nowhere near at that level. He's nowhere near ready. And we've signed him off the back of one good season at Bournemouth. And I said this at the time. Playing at Bournemouth, and it's the same with Junior Krupi, is a different ball game to playing at Tottenham. At Bournemouth, you don't have as much expectation or pressure from the fan base or people inside the club as you do at Tottenham Hotspur. Second of all, at Bournemouth, a lot of your moves are on the counter-attack, which means you've got so much space to play in. When you're playing a possession-based game at Tottenham, a lot of the times, you've got a lot of bodies in around you defending. And that's either because they can't get out or that's the way they set up against you at Tottenham. Which means then, you have, a lot of the time, you're playing with your back to goal. And that's not that's not a position a striker wants to be in. And what I find with Solanke, okay, now you've got to play with your back to goal. Can you drop in, link up, do 1-2s with other people? Can you maybe hold off your defender, get on the half turn, produce a ball in behind or a shot and produce your own goals? When we get the balls out wide, are you getting yourself into positions to be able to get on the end of things? And I think all of that lacks in Dominic Solanke's game. I find him piss poor. I find him underwhelming. And I don't think his finishing is good. And I think for me, I know everyone has their problems with Richarlison, and I get it. I want to see the back of him too. I want to see the back of Solanke. But the reality is, if we have to keep one, I'm keeping Richarlison over Solanke all day long. And the reason why is, when Richarlison plays, it's not fluke that he finds himself with more goal-scoring opportunities than Solanke. Now, whether he takes them or not is a different story. But the reason why he does is because his movement's a lot better. You watch when someone's in a crossing position with Richarlison, the aggression, how quick he is to try and get across his man. And you watch Solanke, who's always standing behind his man. Always. Never makes a run, never pulls back for a passing option, nothing. Does absolutely nothing. And for me, I want to move him on. I don't think he's good enough, and he's certainly not going to bag the goals. Neither is Richarlison, by the way, but that's why we need a new striker. But Richarlison will score more than Solanke over the course of a season because he fashions himself more scoring opportunities in that regard. Jerome says De Zerbi was very animated on the bench with the players, refusal to find space to attack, and kept passing back. But this is the thing. You've got so many players that, and this is why I warned against bringing in Thomas Frank. I warned against it. He's going to suck the life and drain the confidence out of your forward players because of the way he sees the game and he wants to play. And that's ultimately what ended up happening. You know, he sucked the belief and the confidence out of, pause by the way, but out of all of our forward players. You can see it anytime they get the ball. How many of them want to pass back? How many of their first instinct? And this is where, like, you go back and look at the best players, especially in the forward area. You pass them in the ball, they're on the half turn, already thinking about going at the opposition. You look at our players, and you look at their body language, they're already facing backwards. So you already know where the ball's going. You're like, well, he's not arse right now. He's just going to move that on. And that's where I become irritated. But I also understand, you know, when you've played under a regime like you did last season, it does take all the belief and confidence out of yourself. And that's half the battle with a forward player. When you see a forward player with loads of confidence, loads of belief, they're already on the half turn looking to go forward. And that's where I think De Zerbi has a big job. Is trying to pick up their confidence, trying to encourage them, bollock them sometimes when you need to. Just but stick on them. Get forward, get forward, get forward. Eventually they take on your messaging. Hopefully then things start happening. And then the confidence comes, and that's how you get the player back into confidence. But that's the problem with all these individuals. You know, under Ange, struggled to score goals. Under Frank, struggled to score goals. So this is a 2-3 year problem with these guys. It's not just one season. It's a couple of seasons problem with them in terms of lack of confidence and stuff like that. And that's where De Zerbi has a massive job trying to pick these guys up off the floor. Are we back yet? No, we're not back yet. Still half time. Getting a bit of a sore throat now with all this chatting, guys. Just bear with. Just have a sup of a drink here. To be honest with you, I actually probably should be drinking water right now. That's bad for me. Scott Lewis says, good day, Dave. A quick half time hello at the game. Tell us lively. Well, Scott, enjoy the game, my man. It's a privilege for worldwide fans to get to see Tottenham Hotspur play in front of them. I know it's only pre-season. You're not seeing the team at the full fitness, full sharpness. Even the best players to a certain degree. But you still get to watch Tottenham Hotspur and be a part of it, be a part of the crowd, other Tottenham fans and stuff like that. So fair play. I believe this game was a sellout today, 80,000. Am I right? Could be wrong. Could be mixing up my figures here, but could be wrong. Doesn't look like there's too many changes, actually, or any changes coming out here at halftime. It looks like everybody is coming out. So it looks like the same team is going to start the second half. So to Jerome's point, maybe De Zerbi is unhappy with them, wants to put them out for the next 15 minutes, see if things start to change a little bit. And if not, then you might see some changes. But, back to the people that, the comments about the sort of playing the final third and stuff. Like, Richarlison is coming on. But when you see the likes of Williams Barnett coming in, Mikey Moore, the reason why they're exciting Spurs fans and the reason why they're popping up in conversations and Spurs fans are going, maybe should we take a look at them, is because of how crap we are in the forward line right now with senior experienced players. These guys are coming in, they're fearless, they're young, and they want to try and seize their opportunities. So every time they get the ball, they're looking to make things happen. That's what we want from our senior players. And that's the only reason why people keep talking about these youngsters. Is because the guys we've been paying to watch week in, week out ain't doing it. And that's why they're exciting. Not rocket science. Richarlison is coming on, though, hopefully for Dom Solanke. I mean, he's offered absolutely nothing that game whatsoever. He may as well just be in a statue up front, to be brutally honest with you. C. King says, if we get Kane and Rashford, we would be perfect. Do you know what winds me up, though? Do you know what really winds me up? Is I felt like at the time, I was one of the only YouTubers that said, I don't want the money, I'd rather try and convince Harry Kane to stay. And look, at the time, people can sit there and rewrite history all they want, but it's there. The amount of people that were coming on, telling me I'm wrong, I'm this, I'm that, amount of abuse I suffered in the comments and stuff like that. And now a lot of them same people are calling for Harry Kane to come back and replace Harry Kane. And that's why I can't get on board with it. It's like, yeah, but I told you it was a stupid idea in the first place. And now you want Kane to replace Kane. I struggle to have these conversations. Absolutely insanity. We should be sitting here already have replaced them. It's madness. But yeah, Rashford, that's one that would excite half the fan base and anger the other half, if you know what I mean. You know, some would get excited going, yeah, what if we can get the Marcus Rashford that came through at Man United? We're on to a winner. But then other people go, yeah, what's he done over the last few years? If you know what I mean. So it's one that'll definitely split the fan base, that one. Underway here, Archie Gray. Oh my God, I've just left my clock going. Oh Lord. Stop, Dave. Stop the stream. Right, we'll go for 46 minutes. 4, 6. And then we'll just wait for the clock to catch up. And then we're back in sync. We're off. There we go. Happy days. So Richarlison has come on for Dom Solanke, everybody. He's already trying to put the goalkeeper under pressure, forces him to go long. Can we turn this over? By the way, everybody, absolute legends out there. Help me get through halftime so effortlessly. I really actually appreciate all you guys, because look, some people can find it comfortable to sit here on camera on their own and chat. I don't. I find it very, very difficult, actually, to be brutally honest with you. I'm sort of one where I need someone to chat to, some back and forth and stuff. So I really appreciate all you guys out there actually dragging me through half-time. You're absolute legends. Good talking points. Support as well. Really do appreciate it, by the way. Very hard to come by nowadays with all the money problems in the world and stuff like that. But, you know, everyone does need a little bit. So I really do appreciate all you guys in that regard as well. And yeah, for just helping me through and sticking through with me today. I know it's not the most entertaining without Jack. I know that. You don't need to sit there and lie to me. Tell me how great I am. Actually, do if you want, but you don't have to. But, you know, I'm trying my best here. That's all I can do. Sound like winks there, don't I? All I can do is try my best. Really appreciate that. Suit measured. Very, very kind of you. Polly Cooper, Daniel Bedingfield. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. What song that is? We're going to get through this. Seeking, J-Mac, Shem, Ringside. No, Rising Tide. Too damn soulful. Good to see you, sir. Ringside, Rising Tide. Not bad. Oh, Danzo's on. Who did Danzo come in for? Van Hecke. Look at the size of Danzo, by the way. Oh, he's gone. Red card. Danzo's gone. He's just got sent off. It's pre-season friendly. Oh, I'm sorry. How can he pull out a red card for that and not give Gallagher the penalty up the other end? That's absolutely madness. Danzo's literally come on for his first few minutes of pre-season. And he's gone and got himself a red card. Let's have another look at this. Oh my God. Fuck me. We are a calamity. This club is a calamity. Archie Gray. Oh, that's just poor from Kevin Danzo. I mean, it's absolutely poor from Danzo. Look, it's not a great ball back from Archie Gray, to be fair. But there's enough on it. Like, Danzo, he stepped over it. He stepped over it. Didn't have the pace to get... Look, it's his own fault, actually. He's tried to be too clever there. Just take a touch. It's absolutely madness from Kevin Danzo. Deserves the red card, to be fair. Absolutely deserves it. But you know what's mad? It's probably actually the first mistake he's ever made at Tottenham Hotspur, to be fair. So, now we have to play the rest of this with 10 men. Let's see how effective the Zerbi ball can be with 10. Cole Palmer standing over the free kick. Stupid from Danzo. Absolutely stupid. Cole Palmer goes for goal. Forces Kinski to dive anyway. Do you know what? Just for the banter, Artist T, you should ring Jack. Cole Palmer went for it there. Kinski sort of just watching it go all the way across. Down to 10 men though, guys. Interested to see what happens people saying it's a fair shout. It's absolutely shambolic by Danzo. I don't understand why he's gone to step over it, you know, knowing that he doesn't possess that sort of pace. As good as a defender he is, the reason why he's good is because his positioning is usually quite good. We don't sit here and get worked up over his pace. So why would he step over a ball with a player pressurising him? Just take a touch and put it long if you have to. It's poor from Danzo, but we are going to go long here from the kick out. Bit more direct. Maybe this is how we're going to start playing with 10 men. Kinski on the goal kick here. He's just going to absolutely put his foot through it. De Zerbi looks absolutely fuming on the sideline, by the way. He doesn't look too happy whatsoever. Someone needs to get him a milkshake and smile a bit more. Milkshake. That actually sounds good today, doesn't it? Nice, good milkshake. Tottenham are a bit raggedy here now. Bergvall. Back to Solomon. Solomon on to Kinski. Kinski just boots it long. Ken Richarlison. So let me get this straight. Richarlison gets into a good position, holds off one guy to try and take it down, and ends up backpedaling so far he just allows the Chelsea player to step in front of him. Oh, it's 2-1. Oh, it's off the bar. Oh! Let me see if Kinski got a touch to this. Archie Gray gets burned for pace. It's pulled back. Oh, Kinski makes an unbelievable save. An absolutely unbelievable save by Kinski. What a save. Pushes it onto the crossbar. And it's a deflected shot as well, actually. That's an even better save from Antonin Kinski. Absolutely brilliant. Got to give him praise for that in the chat, guys. Well, at least he can... At least the bar can defend. Mr. T says Roberto De Zerbi needs to change the formation. I don't think he will, you know. I don't think he will. That is unbelievable from Kinski. Tottenham going forward here. But now with 10 men, when we do go forward, we have to at least go at them. Robertson takes on his man. That's a free kick. That's a free kick, ref. Thank you. Thank you. And give him a yellow. We'll have a yellow. It's Saturday morning. Give us what we want. Yellow card. Oh, God, guys, I hope my sister has nice birthday cake today. I hope it's just pure chocolate. I know it's not going to be, but I hope it is. Mom, Dad, if you're watching, go out and get chocolate cake for your son. Banana ice cream as well, if you can find it. By the way, guys, so banana ice cream over here is extremely rare to find in any supermarket. And I'm a big fan of banana ice cream. Is it difficult in your countries where you live to find? Can you just walk in and buy it out of the freezer? Let me know. Tottenham with a free kick. Really good opposition. We're going to have to try and maximise our set pieces now. Now that we're down to 10 men and a trophy is on the line here tonight, guys. The Sydney Cup. It's a good ball. Oh. Ben Davies, I think, got up. Just couldn't direct it towards goal. And the referee's giving it offside anyway. Ben Davies done well to climb up there. It's alright, Benjamin. Might get another one. Just don't fuck up defensively. Happy birthday to your sis. Really do appreciate that. I know she will. Kieran, it's my daughter's 19th birthday today too. Happy birthday to your sister, Dave. Well, Kieran, happy birthday to your daughter. Not the 18th, you know, the most expensive one is out the way, my man. But look, I hope the two of you both have a great day together. Hopefully you've spoiled her and showered her with gifts and stuff like that. And hopefully you've got a nice family meal where you can all spend time together, you know, this evening before, I'm assuming, you know, this day and age, they all want to go out with their friends and stuff later on in the evening. So hopefully you have a good half a day with her, Kieran, and send her on happy birthday from myself. Chelsea knocking the ball forward here. That's João Pedro, I think. Ah, good defending from Solomon. Everyone wish Kieran's daughter a happy birthday, please. Have you tried banana pudding? What's banana pudding? Now, what I have tried, what's the one I like? Banoffee. I do like banoffee pie. That's quite good. Chelsea laying it off here. There's a bit of space. Spurs in midfield's caught up the pitch. And it's given an offside to Tottenham Hotspur. I love that. Things you love to see. DYT says it's hard to freeze bananas. Fair point. Fair point. That's probably why it's not so popular. Banana ice cream is like a rocking horse. Danzo practicing to take on the Romero role. Yeah, someone's got to feel it. Isn't that right? And Sean Brown says, what a trash ref. Utterly amateurish play. No penalty, but gives a red for a non-violent barge. It's not that it's non-violent. It's denial of a goal-scoring opportunity, I think, is why he's got the red. C4D UK says, Dave, just freeze bananas, bit of cream or vanilla cream and blend. Yeah, probably could make my own, actually. That's fair. Have a banana split instead, Dave. Haven't had one of them since I'm a child, actually, to be brutally honest with you. That's actually, do you know what? That is a throwback. Kieran, they're all expensive, Dave. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Dave, you would love a good banana pudding. So what is banana pudding, guys? What is a banana pudding? Is it the same as a banoffee pie? Are we in the same ballpark here? Just different lingo, different things we call it on different sides of the world? Or so explain to me what a banana pudding is. Nico. Good to see you, my man. Hopefully you're keeping well, and hopefully you're loving life in New York. Says, what kind of twisted alternative universe you living in, Dave? Banana ice cream. You don't like banana ice cream, Nick? Thought you were a connoisseur of food, Nick. Banana ice cream, it's absolutely unreal, lad. Unreal, Nick. Especially on a nice hot day. Really good. Kinski pulling off another unbelievable save there. By the way, Nick, how's the family? How's the kids? Are they excited for the new season ahead? Long ball. Matisse Tal can't hold it up. Oh, good play by Tonali in the midfield to win it. Matisse Tal wins a free kick. Well done, Matisse. Still 1-1 here. Tottenham down to 10 men. Just get custard and cut up a banana in it. Oh, yeah. I've had that before, yeah. That's lovely. Is that what banana pudding is? Down under, we are spoilt with lots of banana-flavoured ice cream. I'd be all over that, I'm telling you that. Biscoff cheesecake is the one, Davy, lad. Do you know what? I don't mind a good cheesecake, actually. Where I live, there's a place up the road where you can sort of get custom desserts and stuff. And, you know, you get a nice big slice of cheesecake and you can put what you want on it. They do like a Milky Bar sauce and stuff like that. My missus loves the Milky Bar sauce and all the Milky Bar stuff you can get on it. It's lovely, actually, to be fair. So I don't mind a bit of cheesecake. Do you know what I had last night? I had a lovely, it was like a sour yogurt with like a mango and passion fruit sort of jam at the bottom of it. Unbelievable yogurt, actually. It cost me like 80 cents or something out of the supermarket. It was unbelievable. I was so satisfied after eating it. I love the sort of tanginess of the mango and the sour yogurt and stuff. Chelsea are in behind here. Ken Robertson deal with it. Can he snuff it out? It's a pull back to the edge of the box. It's blocked. Let's see how Tottenham can survive here. Let's see how long we can survive. It's banana pudding with vanilla wafers. Yeah, but what's banana pudding? What is banana pudding? Let's have a look at this now. Let's see what comes up. Let's AI it. Let's see what it says. It's a classic American dessert, most famously associated with the southern United States, made by layering sweet vanilla custard, crisp vanilla wafer cookies, and fresh sliced bananas. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I know what it is. Sounds delicious, actually. I don't think we actually have that over this side of the world. It's a Chelsea corner. Can Tottenham clear this? It's gone to the back post. That's a push in the back. And it's a free out. Well done, Ben Davies. Bought that one. Maybe the experience showing there. Yeah, shaking Milky Bar sauce. It is unreal, actually, to be fair. It is actually unreal. Milky Bar sauce, kind of bueno sauce. My favourite is the Ferrero Rocher. I sometimes out there I get like a Ferrero Rocher ice cream or a milkshake. And the milkshakes are elite. Especially in the summer, right? Ben and Jerry's Banoffee is the closest to it. Yeah, do you know what? When that was out, it was the Bob Marley edition, wasn't it? That was really nice, actually. Someone says, how are Spurs doing? Not great. We're just defending for our lives at the minute. We're down to 10 men, to be brutally honest with you. Started off all right when we went 1-0 up. What the fuck is that from Lucas Bergvall? You absolute clown. Just puts everybody under pressure. This is why Bergvall cannot play in this midfield. The amount of times he does that in deep positions is unbelievable. Tottenham on the break here, though. We've got 3-on-3. Matisse Tell. He's got Richarlison and Solomon trying to get up in support. Lays it off to Richie. Richie lays it off to Tonali. Straight down the keeper's throat. Unlucky. Good play, though. Good breakout play from Tottenham Hotspur. You'd like us to be a bit more sort of clinical on the counter-attack here. Roberto De Zerbi's again. Camera pans to him. He's walking back to the bench, unhappy, doing hand gestures. Maybe not too happy with the runs or decisions made on that breakaway. Sticky toffee pudding is lovely. Nick says, never seen before. Banana pudding, on the other hand, fantastic. Yes, it's like custard. Here in New York City, there's a fancy place known for it. Unbelievable. We buy it. Well, next time you serve it up, Nick, send me an old wee cheeky picture of it. That'd be absolutely unbelievable. Ribsy says, come to think of it, pretty sure I can find banana ice cream on a stick. No way. We can just buy it in blocks, to be fair. It's just like a block with cardboard wrapping around it. You get about six portions out of it. You can buy it on a nice lolly stick. Unreal. Does the banana ice cream on a nice lolly stick outweigh spider snakes and getting punched by kangaroos, though, Ribsy? It's one I'd have to weigh up. Really think about it later on. Everyone thinks, what Dave's thinking about tonight? Should I go to Australia for banana ice cream, or did it, getting killed by a spider or snake or that sort of outweigh it? Not very, deep thinking, is it? Chelsea just manoeuvring the ball around here, trying to work some space. Coming down, Roberts inside. Gets the cross in towards the back post. Overhit. Gone out for a goal kick. Be interested to see whether we try and play out from the back here or just put everyone up in the half, go along and try and win second ball. But this is Chelsea's second pre-season game. They already look better than us, to be fair. Even in the first half when we weren't down to 10 men, they look better than us. De Zerbi looks absolutely furious. Do you know, I'm going to like this guy. He's just one of them. He's never happy, if you know what I mean. You've always got to prove yourself to him. But when he praises you and glazes you, you're going to feel like 10 feet tall. I do not like Richarlison's neck tattoo, by the way. I think it's absolutely hideous. Let me know where you guys stand on it. Bergvall, just standing there watching the ball go by you. Fuck me. He's been really poor this second half. I'd take him off. Down to 10 men. He's absolutely rattled. No composure in there. There we go, though. Bergvall, Richarlison, and Tonali trying to come out with the ball. Tonali's got the ball. He wants Matisse Tell on the overlap. You got to give him a minute longer there, Tonali. You've got to give him a minute longer there. He's played it too early there, Tonali. But that's encouraging. Matisse Tell sometimes has the tendency to want it to feet and then run. It's Tonali sort of said, get on the overlap. I like that. Just poor execution, though, from Tonali. £100 million player. I expect him to weight that one perfectly, to be fair. Keep smashing them likes for us, guys, though. That'd be unbelievable. Mr. T says, Dave, Google banana flavoured ice cream. Australia. Why? Is it one of them ones? Google Pen Island. You type it in and you see what comes up. Have you had frozen chocolate covered banana, Dave? No, I haven't, Tyler, actually. I do use bananas a lot in my smoothies, to be fair. Nearly every smoothie, actually. Unlucky, you were being too kind, mate. Not clinical with the decision making at all there. Yeah, fair. That is fair. How is Bergvall doing? Do you know what? I just do not rate the guy, to be brutally honest with you, Kieran. I think, like, there in this first half, actually, he was alright, to be fair. Second half, as soon as you go down to 10 men, he's just made a few erratic, stupid sort of decisions that I do not like from him. Bergvall there. Does well, actually. Tonali. Kinski. It's nice and calm from Spurs here. Moves it across to Robertson. Benjamin Davies. Kinski opts to go along. Oh my God. Please, Richie. You've anticipated the ball was going to go in behind. You just cannot control the fucking thing. Oh my God. I'd understand if it was a square and it's bobbling all over the place. Oh. God, I'm not going to miss either of them when they're gone. Ben Davies. Fuck me. That's an old school challenge for sure. Polly likes the tattoo. Fair play. Ribsy, we're getting away with this, yeah. But where we are, it's turned into a pretty boring second half since the sending off. Good feet by Solomon. Pineapple fritters. No, do you know what? There's this new thing I keep seeing that's popping up on some of my feeds. You know when you're lying in bed scrolling at night time? As you know, your boy's a fat boy, so a lot of food stuff pops up in my algorithm. But there's people over there now in the USA that are buying, like soda sachets, whatever's Kool-Aid sachets, and then they make the Kool-Aid and they pour it into a jar of pineapples, and then they put it in the fridge or freeze it, and then loads of people are buying this shit. It's supposed to be unbelievable. So I'm thinking about maybe, there's an American sweet store that opened up down the road, so I'm going to see if they have them, and I'm thinking about maybe making it and see how we get on. God, is it me or is it getting warm? I'm just going to turn off my camera for one sec, guys, and just set up a quick fan here. It's just getting fucking roasting. I'll try and speak to you though as long as I'm doing it. It's getting really, really warm here. Like a legend. Should be in that movie. Do you know that movie where the young guy harnessed the wind? Make a movie about Dave plugging in his fan. Unbelievable. Look at the amount of wind I'm harnessing. That's much better now. It's actually a good movie, by the way, if anyone hasn't seen it. Chelsea knocking it about. Tottenham just sitting back in shape here. Ball down. Tottenham playing for penalties here, Harry. Win at all cost mentality. Good work, Solomon. Tyler says, good work, Solomon. Wish he was more aggressive first half, though. But should def keep him as a bench option. Tyler says, no, Dave, stop. Stop what? This went from a Spurs stream to a meeting of the Big Back Club. Weight Watchers, is that what you're saying? Cole Palmer should fight his barber. He's clearly an enemy. Oh, that's quality. Big up ribeye. See, I'm not fat. I can't even call him Ribsy. I have to call him after a steak. Oh, God, that wind is good. Oh, yeah, just soak it up. Oh, I truly do love the cold. I am a man of cold things. Right, come on, Spurs. Let's see what we can muster now for the last 20 minutes of the game here. Tottenham throwing down Archie Gray's side. Doesn't look like De Zerbi's making any subs anytime soon. Benjamin. Moves the ball into Matisse Tell's feet. Oh, brilliant by Matisse Tell. Brilliant by Matisse Tell. Oh, it's just overrun. Richarlison trying to get in there. He's absolutely assaulted someone. Good footwork there by Matisse Tell. Spurs are going to find it difficult to break away here. That's why if we get a set piece or do break away, we've got to try and be clinical here. Chelsea looking to put it in behind. Oh, well done. Richie. Can he hold it up? Gets turned. Matisse Tell back to Richie. Wins the free kick. Well done, Richarlison. Well done, Richie. Actually, good footwork there by Richie, to be fair. Kieran Maitland's coming on. And Ty Hall are coming on. Lucas Bergvall coming off. I think Ty Hall will probably go right back and push Archie Gray into midfield. And Robertson's coming off for Kieran Maitland, who's coming on in at left back. Still 1-1 here, guys. Can Tottenham nick a winner? Davies. Kinski. Moves the ball out to Kieran Maitland. Good touch. Can he explode forward with some pace here? Moves it on to Matisse Tell. Matisse Tell 1-on-1. Looks to cut inside. Kieran Maitland picks it back up though. On the overlap. Referee does not give the free kick. Matisse Tell is still down rolling around. Richarlison comes across. Matisse Tell just slowly getting up here. Left the boot in on him all the same. Chelsea throwing. Can Tottenham box them in here and maybe force an error or a mistake to give us back possession? Forced it down the line. Tonali mops it up. Lovely. Kinski. Hardy onto Ty Hall, looking to explode forward, tries to find Mikey Moore. It's a poor pass down the line from young Ty Hall there. Let's get to the chat. Richarlison on the ground, what's new? Yeah, that's fair. J-Max says this bloody referee. Make a lemon curd swirl vanilla ice cream. My favourite for the summer. Sounds nice, actually. Get Bergvall off and let's see left wing back. At least he'll try get us forward. Yeah, that's a fair point. J-Max says good day for Jackal for his beauty sleep. Do you know what? Do you know what we should do next time we go live? Everyone just get on his case just for the crack. Hashtag beauty sleep in the chat. Richarlison trying to get on the press here. Chelsea just manoeuvring it across the back line. Tottenham have a few bodies forward here if they can force this. Richarlison should have went there. He just allows them to switch play here. Spurs just dropping back off Chelsea. If you're Alonso, by the way, and now, you know, they've sent off the Spurs defender. Are you a bit annoyed? 11 against 10. Pre-season. Do you not want to work your players? Would you rather it just be 11v11? Tonali, good ball to Richarlison. Just moving on to Tell. That he does. Matisse Tell running forward. Mikey Moore trying to get forward and offer him an option. Matisse Tell slows it down, tries to beat his man on the outside, and ends up giving away a free kick. I suppose, look, we are relying on Matisse Tell to beat 2 or 3 players down the line, to be fair. Looks like Tottenham might just hold out for penalties here. Luca Williams-Barnett coming on here. And he is coming on for Matisse Tell. Let's see what this kid can produce. Let's see if he can produce a little bit of magic. Towards the end of the Sydney game, he did look like he was starting to become a little bit frustrated with himself in the final third. Maybe taking some pop shots that maybe he wouldn't usually take, to be fair. I think he's dying to get that goal, isn't he? You can see it in him. Kieran, we need a few bombers in the forward line. 100% we do, lad. 100% we do. To be fair, Stevie says, Dave, you're doing a great job. Really appreciate that, Stevie. Can always rely on you to be in here to support me. And Tyler says, thanks a lot for doing it. Look, I tried to put it together. It's not as good as we usually have it. But, can't bring your guys' comments up on screen. But we're here. It's the main thing. Striker and a winger, says Jack. Absolutely. Jack is not slack. He's just on his back. To be fair, the guy never misses a stream, guys. Ever. You gotta be fair. But doesn't mean we're not gonna have fun with it though, right? Am I right? 76 minutes gone here. Still 1-1. Tottenham down to 10 men. Haven't really fashioned a chance in this second half whatsoever. It's all just been one-way traffic here. Oh, Ty Hall getting absolutely bamboozled there. Ribsy, your young lad's name is Oscar, if I'm correct. You get any new Spurs gear for him? Oh my God, he's so bad, isn't he, Richarlison? The guy wouldn't hold up a paperweight. Here we go, Luca Williams-Barnett doing some space, looking to take it nice and direct. About 4 or 5 Chelsea bodies coming towards him. Lays it off to Kieran Menton, gets it back. Needs to get that out of that area, move it along. Oh my God, Benjamin Davies. Holy shit, boy. It's a pass back and he's waited a fucking whole year. And don't you dare have a go at the young lad either. That's all on you, Ben. You done the exact same thing Danza does. Went to step over the ball like a buffoon. See, he's already got sent off for doing that. You don't have the pace to do it. You don't. What's he waiting on? What is he waiting on, Ben Davies, there? What? Can someone tell me? Is he waiting for the fucking number 365 to come along and open its doors and hop on? Jesus Christ. Shocking from Ben. Oh, the FA breaking news have come out and called for a full and robust review of FIFA's leadership here. Looks like people are putting the pressure on Infantino to be sacked from his role at FIFA. I mean, what do people making a malarkey of him wanting to sell off a percentage of the World Cup? Insane. Insane. Talk about having no soul. That's what that guy has. Looking to sell his soul, that guy. Chelsea making a raft of changes here. Liam Delap coming on. He's one of them. Bit of a water break, or maybe a bit of an opportunity here for De Zerbi, maybe to feed these players with something. Stevie, did Jacko hook up last night? To be fair, I would actually... I hope he did. I hope he did. That'd be a great excuse, right? In the middle of shagging day, what can I do? Yeah, fair play. Fair play. Who doesn't want to be in that position? Ten minutes to go. Best thing Tottenham can do now is just try and get this to a penalty shootout and win the trophy. Just need a quick nicotine hit, guys, so stick with me here while the substitutions are happening. I know a lot of people go, Dave, why'd you turn off your camera? It's obvious you're having a cigarette. Yeah, I know, but I just don't like doing it in front of kids. Ben Davies coming off for Tottenham Hotspur. Toka Takai coming in here. Artis T says, Dave, get your head out of the gutter. I think you're just a bit jealous of Jacko Artis. If that's what Jack is truly at. Wonder how many sheep he's on now, Jack. How many sheep he's counted. I do miss him here today, though, big time. Get over to my sisters now and I'll have no voice left. Wonder what my ma's made. Do you know what? I wonder if my ma's made anything, or are we getting takeaway over there? A good Chinese would be nice today. Beef curry. Beef curry for the beefy boy. Zerbi has looked unhappy all game. Infantino is a disgrace to all slapheads. No, honestly though, he is absolutely disgraceful. Like, even the pressure that Trump put on him to overturn that red card. You know, everyone went mad at Trump after, and it's like, yeah, I get it, you know, but you don't want presidents getting involved. But why has Infantino allowed him to put that pressure on? Madness. That guy is so corrupt, Infantino. He needs to go. Jacko's your on-screen wife, hey, Dave? Yeah, probably, to be fair. He'll probably claim that I'm the wife. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? The Sydney Cup is ours, says DYT. I hope so. I even though it's pre-season, I do want to win it, to be fair. You know, such a good precedent moving forward, right? If we want to have the hunger to win the pre-season trophy, hopefully lose the hunger to win trophies in the main season. Chelsea trying to work something here. They're looking a bit more sharp. Donnelly's on the pitch now. Gets across, cuts it out well. Let's go, Don Bomb. What a time it would be for him to step up with something special today. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. Get out there. Stop him. Good pressure here from Archie Gray. Forces it all the way back to the Chelsea's back line. Chelsea are dominating all the stats in this half. Mikey Moore. Into Richarlison's feet. What can he do? Can he put a ball over the top for Williams Barnett? He finds him anyway. That's a plus. That's a plus. Good ball by Williams Barnett into Donnelly. Donnelly, lovely ball over the top for Williams Barnett. Takes it in his stride. This is good work here by the youngsters. And William Barnett loses it. Unlucky. Good ball that by Donnelly, by the way. Great. That is shocking. Hardy. Back to Kinski. Kinski onto Gray. Can Tottenham fashion a move here? He leaves him short. Kieran Menton, what a turn. Loads of space here. You got to take this space, kid. Bomb into it. Richarlison's looking for it. He goes for goal. He hits the bar. What an effort from Kieran Menton. De Zerbi's applauding that one. Look at him. He loves it. He loves it. And if anyone remembers, he's a name I've always said I liked from the academy. If anyone's been a long-time viewer, I've always mentioned Kieran Menton as a guy I like. What a run that is, and what an effort off the crossbar. Good to see from the youngster. See what I mean? Young, fearless, not afraid to try things that get you excited, get you out your seat. It's what we want. Ribsy says, good crack, kid. Absolutely. What play by Rio. Unlucky. Took the right option. Exactly. Instead of trying to force it, if it opens up, ping one. William Webb says, Robert has a liability in defence this year unless we play three at the back. Guys, let us know if you agree with William there. He also goes on to say, Hardy is a promising talent. Do you know what? He's looked good pre-season, actually, William. Hardy, to be fair, looks composed, doesn't he? Composed beyond his years is what we will say. What an effort from Rio. Oh, imagine if that one went in. Imagine if that one went in. Oh my God, he's completely wrong-footed the goalkeeper as well. Well done, Rio. Kinski goes long. Richarlison, he doesn't even get off the ground. Fuck me, go and compete for the header, you moron. It's what you're up there to do. Donnelly lets it run for a Tottenham throw-in. Smart decision, gets up the pitch. Honestly, it's not more infuriating than seeing your big striker who's your target man just standing there on the ground. Get up, compete. Ah, challenge from Donnelly. Fucking beautiful challenge on the lap. Well done, kid. Chelsea running forward out from the back here. Trying to make something happen with a bit of urgency. I think they realise the clock is ticking. Chelsea slow it down, trying to draw Spurs out here. Spurs sitting back in a shape that's difficult to break down. Richarlison trying to leave something on a few players here on the press. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant from Archie, but there's no one there. He's going to have to turn back at some point. Continues to go down the line, loses out. Not his fault, to be fair. He's won the ball, and there's not even anyone really breaking forward on the overlap to give him an option. Whoa, glitch there. An option either. Oh, well done, Archie, again. Just disrupting, or Williams Barnett, sorry, just disrupting play. Williams Barnett and Archie, they've got the same curly hair. Chelsea just knocking around 87 minutes in here. He's going to have a strike. It's blocked by Archie, that one. Oh, no. It's just bouncing around. Kieran Menton just hooks it clear. Mikey Moore trying to get after it. Forces it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Chelsea are playing it, finding it difficult to break through or play through this this low block we've got going on since going down to 10 men. Really appreciate that, Mark P. Really, really appreciate that. Great watch long, Dave. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate that. Try to keep it lighthearted as much as we can. Bit about football, bit about life, birthday parties, food. You know yourself. Tottenham just blocking up that middle, up that central area. That's the area Chelsea want. They don't really want to take it out wide, as you can see. Amount of teams we come up against like that in pro clubs as well. It's actually easy enough to defend against. Just block up the middle. Let them have it out wide. They don't want it. Charlison, good pressure. Tottenham just moving side to side here as the ball's moving side to side. Just waiting for a Chelsea mistake, see if we can pounce. 89 minutes gone. Chelsea look to put it in the box. Can we defend it? It's Liam Delap with the header, and he's put it wide. Tottenham, can we get one last attack here? Send everybody up into the Chelsea half. Balloon it long and let's see what we can do. Alonso's not too happy with this Chelsea team. Who we got coming? Oh, Rio's gone down injured. No. Yeah, they'll take him off as precaution. I think that's his hamstring, it looks like. Not good. Rio's gone down with a hamstring issue here. He is going to be taken off. Do you know what? I wonder is he one that will be kept around. I wonder will De Zerbi find use for Kieran Menton? Who is this, Tingy coming on, or is this Denny Hall? Whatever you want to call him. Let's see what the comments are saying. Who got sent off in a friendly? Kevin Danza. Honestly, it was deserved, to be fair, Paul. It was poor. The ball came back to him. Stepped over it while he was being pressed. And the Chelsea player got ahead of him. Nick, he had to take him down. Ultimately gave away the red. Tingy is coming on. Ribsy, that cow paddock of a pitch had to claim somebody. Oh, you feel sorry for that kid, though, don't you? He's actually had a really good pre-season, Kieran Menton, actually. He's been solid. He's been absolutely solid. 1 minute of injury time, so we're going to pump this long. Can Spurs make something from this? Well won by Archie. Archie wins it again. Luca Williams barring it into Moore. Moore tries to flick it behind. Jamie Donnelly unleashes a strike. Oh, it's off the post. Richarlison! We won it right at the end. Let's go! Let's go. All started by Archie Gray's determination in midfield to win a couple of balls. And then Jamie Donnelly takes on the strike. It's off the post. And Richarlison, like the goal poacher he is there to tap it home. And he has won Tottenham the Sydney Cup. Let's go. Start as you mean to go on under the Zerbi. It's been a good performance with 10 men. Just sticking in there, hanging in. Look at Jamie Donnelly. Takes it in his stride. Strikes it. Richarlison is onside. It's off the post. Oh, Richarlison is there to tap it home. Brilliant play from Donnelly. Look at that. Oh, it's off the inside of the post, and Richie's there to tap it in. Jamie Donnelly, we got to have a look at this kid as well. He's had another good pre-season as well, the Don Bomb. And we have won the Sydney Cup with literally the last kick of the game. After this, it was going into penalties. And look at Richie. He loves it. Prue, baby. Let's go. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. I want to be in that number. Richie takes it down. Yes, we've done it. Sydney Cup champions. Champions of Australia. Let's go. Pigeon. Pigeon for life, baby. Let's have it. Never in doubt, said Ribsy. Playful Spurs says, come on, Spurs. 10 men and nick the goal. Absolutely. Davey Hall says, wallop. J-Mac says, dagger blow. NJS says, yes, let's go. Kieran says, easy, easy, easy. William Webb says, thank God it was Richie. I'm telling you, people think I'm mad, but I'll keep him over Solanke. Echo Man says, Prue, bomber clot, Prue. Absolutely love that. Ribsy says, just bumbled arse backwards into a 2-1 win. Let's fucking have it. Nico's in there with a few love hearts and fireworks. Absolutely love it. Spurs to win. Come into. Let's go. Come on, the boys. Change your score, Dave. Absolutely spot on. And also stop the timer, Dave. Stop the clock, Dave. 2-1. Let's fucking have it. Stevie Fraser, you're shameless. Prue, big up yourself, Dave. Great job, man. And my takeaway just arrived. Oh, Stevie, what did you get? What did you get? Do let me know. But you don't like Richarlison, Stevie. You're shameless. I love it. Champions of Australia, you'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. Let's go. Sydney Cup champions. What a day to be alive. 10-man Tottenham secured a win in Sydney. Kinski, very good game today, to be fair. Do you know what? Before we get into individuals, guys, I mean, first of all, feel free to help me, maybe. Stick around for an extra 20 minutes, watch the cup lift and stuff like that, and, help with some comments in the chats here and all. But, despite going down to 10 men, Yes, Kinski had to pull off a couple of good saves. Chelsea didn't actually create an awful lot. And if you actually look at the structure we went with, we blocked up the middle with bodies and said, okay, have it out wide. And they had no craft, no quality whatsoever. And then we caught them on the breakaway. But despite Donnelly's going to get the praise, despite Richarlison for the finish, go back and watch that last goal. Watch Archie Gray. There was a couple of times I'm looking at Richarlison, go up for the header, he stands off them. You look at Archie Gray, rather than allow them to clear them, Archie Gray goes and competes for 2 bloody headers and wins both and just keeps that momentum, keeps that ball moving forward. He deserves so much credit for his role in that goal, by the way. And then it's a lovely bit of intricate play between, I think, Williams-Barnett, Moore, Richarlison, falls to Donnelly. What a strike by Donnelly, by the way. You know, I've been a big fan of this kid. But Archie Gray deserves so much credit for that goal. But I like the way Tottenham set up and just said, okay, even though it's pre-season, let's put a plan into practice here. Let's see how well it goes. I was absolutely, worked a treat, so it did. Worked an absolute treat. But it wouldn't have happened unless Kinski did pull off them couple of saves that he pulled off. I think he pulled off 2 or 3 great saves here in the second half. Match-winning saves as well. And look, that's one thing I've sort of questioned about Kinski's his shot-stopping ability. It's an area he needs to improve. And he's kept us in the game there. So I've got to give the kid credit where credit is due there, to be fair. Rio Kiramentin, shame he went off with a hamstring injury. Positive impact. That shot that hit off the bar, absolutely unbelievable from the kid. Just picks up the ball, space opens up, and rather than maybe shy away, just takes that space. Shot opens up, takes it, nearly executed it. But again, I stress, some of these younger players are turning out to be some of the more exciting ones. They're the ones that are making things happen. Your Donnellys, your Kiramentins, your Williams-Barnetts, players like that. But a good half from Tottenham Hotspur. We win. Let's fucking go. Give me 2 minutes and I'll get to your comments. Just want to see when this trophy parade is. And look, here's a fair point. Playing the last 20 minutes with Hardy, 18, Kiramentin, 21, Ty Hall, 18, Mikey Moore, 18, Luca Williams-Barnett, 17, and Donnelly, 21 on the pitch. So a lot of youngsters out there on the pitch for that final 20 minutes, and we got it over the line. Good to see everyone sort of pulling in the same direction for once here at Tottenham Hotspur. Are we going to get a trophy lift here, though? We'll just keep cracking on. We'll give it another 5 or so minutes. Maybe they just want to get the pitch ready and the banners out for us. Polly Cooper says, best team in Oz. Takeaways and cake all round, Davey lad. I presume everyone's going for takeaway today then to celebrate the big win here today. Dark Sung G with the support. Kinski man of the match, and Richie does what he does best, 10 versus 11. Do you know what? Kinski, look, like I said, everyone sort of questioned his shot stopping. Is he really ready to carry that mantle as a number 1 in the Premier League, where the players you're up against, they're much better at finishing, the shots are coming at you a lot harder, and also they're a lot more accurate. I think it's been fair to say with Kinski, that there has been times he's been found wanting in that department, but today, he came up big, down to 10 men, 3 or 4 massive saves to keep Spurs in the game. And then from there, we gained a bit of confidence. Our structure and our system started to work, containing Chelsea defensively. And we hit them on the counter. It's a perfect second half for a team down to 10 men. And look, Dark Sung G. Look, we had, in the first half, 11v11, we had the ball down in a couple of good areas to put the crosses in. Where was Dominic Solanke? Hiding behind his man or wrestling with somebody. You look at Richarlison, he just follows shit up. Always working, always moving. And when you do that as a striker, you will get a chance. And it come his way and he's took it. And that's why I always advocate. I get people get frustrated with Richarlison. I get it. But he should be, if we're talking about what a striker does and scoring goals, he deserves to stay here ahead of Dominic Solanke or Solanke. He's useless. He doesn't move. He's always injured. Barely can get on the end of anything that comes across. And he makes us look even blunter up front when he plays, to be brutally honest with you. So, for me, I've always sort of backed the pigeon in that regard. Eddie Davies with the super chat, really. Oh, no, it's not. It's Chameleon Eyes. Absolutely love that. Great name. Good to see you back around, by the way. How have you been keeping? Let me know, please. They say, How you feel about giving Tell the number 1 left wing spot, my man? I'm convinced he truly is going to be special at this point. See the development in real time. Look, when it comes to Matisse Tell, I did get a bit frustrated at him at times in the first half, and I wonder, does De Zerbi share the same opinion? Because I think Jerome pointed it out, and it's something other people noticed. De Zerbi was fuming in that first half. He wasn't happy a lot of times at what he was seeing, and I think that was due to a bit how boring we were in the final third. Now, of course, the only bright spark in that final third was Matisse Tell. But a lot of the times he did get the ball. He did go backwards. And that's where I get frustrated. And look, I do think that's more so out of confidence. Some of it will be out of fatigue because there's only so many runs he can keep making before you start to tire. I get it. But every time my winger gets the ball, especially in this system, because you've got to remember, the Zerbi's whole system is about getting the ball out to your wingers 1v1. So when we do that, he wants his wingers to go at the fullback. He wants his wingers to be direct. Too many times we pass it back, recycle. And it's frustrating De Zerbi. With Matisse Tell, I hope he develops more confidence because he's the sort of player, he's got the trickery, he's got the speed to be able to beat his man. But again, that final pass, that good delivery, that shot, it's often found wanting with Matisse Tell. And that's something we're just going to have to give time to allow him to grow and develop in that regard. But you got to remember who we're comparing up against. Not a lot of great quality. If you bring in better players, then do we sit here with the same hype around Matisse Tell? I would still argue, I think Luca Williams-Barnett has created more preseason than what Matisse Tell has. But Matisse Tell is certainly one I would keep around in this squad. I think he certainly has a use for sure. But as you can tell, I think you can tell, I just want more players in the forward area. I just want us to sign more players up in the forward line. Because it's one area that I keep saying, it's going to become monotonous. It's going to become boring to watch if you just keep seeing the team recycle the ball from left to right across the back line. It's what we ended up doing under Ange Postecoglou, and very quickly it ran its course. We start again exposed defensively and stuff like that. Same things will happen here unless we bring in that Shanice quad to kill teams off. Lenwart says, fantastic. Thank you, Dave. And brilliant from the team. Well done, lads. Really appreciate you and all of your support today. Really appreciate that. Tyler says, shameless, Dave, you want a trophy lift? Yeah, for sure. I've invested time into this preseason, Tyler. You know, getting up early. Invested time into these preseason games. Of course I want a trophy lift. Doesn't look like I'm going to get it, though. Spurs Play have ended their broadcast, have ended their stream. So it doesn't look like I'm going to get my trophy lift. But Chameleon Eyes, let me know. Look, this isn't a dictatorship here. Give me stuff back. Put stuff back in the chat for me, you know, to sort of read out and have a bit of back and forth with you on when it comes to Matisse Tell. Hansi says, I love Kinski. Absolutely love that. Q7 says, nope, the end product is not reliable enough yet. Good backup option. That's what he says when it comes to Matisse Tell. Dark Sun G says, I know it's preseason, but how long has it been since we beat the Blues? I'm sure all the Blues fans are raging, laughing my ass off. Even with Palmer, Estavio, they couldn't win. Look, we can sit here and say it's only preseason, and that's going to be their excuse for losing that game today. But, to be fair, it is only their second preseason game. However, it's Chelsea. If they won that game, they would be rubbing it in, right? And you know they would. You know they would. It'd be like, nah, nothing's changed at Tottenham, this, that, and the other. Look, regardless of what level it's at or what competition, it's always fucking good to beat your rivals. Honestly, I'm one of them. I want to beat your under 7s, your under 8s, your under 10s, under 12s, your under 15s, your under 18s, your under 21s, and then also your senior team. You know, let's make a proper rivalry. Let's beat you at all age groups. I'm one of them, so I'm certainly with you on that one, Dark Zone G. It is always good to beat a rival, regardless. Absolutely spot on. Really appreciate the support as well, Dark Zone G. Chameleon Eyes, I agree with if we get better attackers, he would end up being a backup option. But as of right now, which is absolutely spot on because we can't play airy-fairy games here. You know, we can only deal with what the reality is in front of us and what we've got right now. Yeah, for sure. He starts out on that left-hand side. Absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. Big up Magic as well. Really appreciate you coming in. better late than ever, Magic. Better late than ever. We are sort of ending off here now in a minute because I do got to go and see my sister for her birthday. But really appreciate you tuning in. And look, and DJ Samuel, good to see you as well. Really appreciate everybody that's tuning in today to help me sort of get through this watch along, that's engaged with me and stuff like that. Really do appreciate it, guys. And lastly, look, you could see what winning to De Zerbi means, right? Right at the end of the game. And he did say in his pre-match press conference, it may be pre-season, but it's Chelsea. So it's always going to be, you know, a battle. It's always going to be, you know, sort of a rivalry, a derby game, and I like that approach to it. And as you can see at the end when we've won the game, look at them all up off the seat, celebrating, absolutely delighted, absolutely buzzing. So he couldn't care less if it's pre-season or not. You know, I'm sure, and I've said it, I know people are going to, it's a pre-season cup, we've won pre-season cups before, it means nothing. It absolutely doesn't. But if I'm a manager and there's a pre-season trophy on offer, I'm saying to my team, show me how hungry you are to win this, and hopefully that hunger develops into the season, that winning, that sort of hunger to win. So hopefully that's the case with this team. You know, they've won the pre-season trophy. Hopefully now we can go on and you know, win more games heading into the season, because that's the whole aim of this. But look, like I said, I really like the way we set up out of possession. Actually, when we went down to 10 men, yes, you had to rely on Kinski, but at the end of the day, he made the saves, kept us in it. And but what I'm going to say is, this is what's going to happen to us in games if we don't kill teams off. And that's why we really need to improve in the final third. Because what we done to Chelsea today is exactly what's going to happen to us in the season. You know, Chelsea had all the possession in the second half. Didn't do anything with it. You're always going... And 9 times out of 10, when that opposing team is sat in for half the game, they get one chance. That ball is almost just automatically magnetised towards the net. You almost get that sinking feeling it's going in. That is going to happen to us unless we start killing teams off in the final third. But we flipped the script today, down to 10 men in the second half, hang in, won the game. Good signs moving forward. But guys, I'm going to say that's it from me this afternoon. Really do appreciate everybody's time, everyone's support. I know it's not as good as maybe it is when the two of us are here, but I've tried my bloody best. And when Jack wakes up and on the next stream, guys, make sure we give him a bit of friendly banter. Okay? Thank you very much. Go and enjoy your day, knowing that we are champions of Australia, Sydney Cup champions. Start as we move to go on. Tonali scored his debut goal today. Who's that boss in our midfield? It's Sandro Tonali. Richarlison with the winner. Youngsters coming on again, providing some magic spark. Kinski may be asking a few questions around his shot-stopping ability. All round, a good day for Tottenham fans. Go and enjoy your weekend. We'll see you back here next week. And as always, come on, you fucking Spurs.